Hello everyone, and welcome back to a new episode of Prismata. I'll jump back in the queue here. I'm starting to finally work through this vacation penalty. Look, only 3 games left. Amazing. I don't know. Like I said, it's tough because I don't play a lot more games than are required by the vacation penalty, and so like if I actually catch up on vacation penalty, I start to accumulate a backlog of videos, and then like I stop playing for a while, and I get the vacation penalty, so it's a vicious cycle. We're playing against Unknown, and it's a difficult set. We're in for a rough time. I forget if Unknown is the one that I've beaten a few times, or if that's unoriginal. I can't keep them straight. What's the deal here? I think that, like, Gauss Fab is laughably unplayable. And I don't think Redeemer is very good, but the rest of the blue-red stuff looks pretty reasonable. I worry about Ice Blades, but my experience has been that Drakes are pretty good against that, because you get up to, like, 2 blue, which is good for defending with walls, and then you can quite quickly get to exactly 6 damage, which helps a lot for the Ice Blades. But still, if they're producing 2 Ice Blades per turn, like, they're making progress, so I don't know. I still don't really super have a plan. I mean, Flame Animus as an opening seems okay. You can follow up with... You can get Ebb Drone after that, right? Like, it's hard to see how that could possibly be bad with Smorkus in the set, right? You get Flame Animus Drone, and then you get, like, Ebb Drone or something, right? There seems like so much attacking stuff that I don't like the idea of trying to go for Omegas. And there's no soak. So I think something attackish is better. And Flame Animus is the first step towards getting that, whether what you want is Smorkus or Drake or Ice Blade. I think Ebb is just way too good to skip. But I think I'll get a Flame Animus first. Since the... Well... Yeah. Yeah, you want that red as soon as possible. What if my opponent got, like, Fastimus and just tried to Tarsier and Smorkus me? I'm pretty sure that this would win. Like, skipping Ebb and Flame Animus, how can that be good? And I was thinking about that because I thought, how easily can I transition to Drake instead? Because Drake should crush that. But I don't think you need to. I think that, like, just Flame Animus and Ebb is going to be good enough. Yeah, opponent has to follow the Flame Animus. Seems reasonable to me. Maybe I shouldn't even get Ebb yet. Maybe, like, Flame Animus into Ebb is better. But I think I want Ebb because... I want the Ebb sooner. Because then, like, I'll have a convenient wall available for my opponent's Flame Animus to arrive. And, like, overall economy size for this game... I don't know. Not very high. Like, you can spend a blue and 3 red on, like, 10 drones in this set. But I think you want more than that, but not like a ton more, I think. As soon as I've got the Ebb, I'm pretty much done droning, I feel like. And so that's going to put me at 10, about 13-ish drones. And then I'll immediately start selling them back with Ebb. Right? That seems okay. Do I want a second forge for Drake? It would be really nice to have that extra pressure. And hopefully the ebb click will give me the income that I need to manage that. But I'm not so sure. I'll have to have gotten a Smorkas before then, I think, so that I'm not obligated to spend red on those turns. I don't know. We'll see. Huh. Just straight into Drakes? Is that good? I mean, I assume there must be a Drake coming next turn. There's just no other play. But then my opponent is basically on 12 drone Drake, and it's like up to me to figure out what do I do to beat that. What? I'm on 12 drones also? If I got a second forge, I would not be able to spend all my blue, not by a long shot, right? So, well, I don't know. I mean, I'd have 15 if I clicked ebb, which I'm planning to do. But I still couldn't really, not if I'm actually... Well... 15 is Wall, Flame Animus, Tarsier. Which actually seems okay. But I need some NGs as well, is the problem. I don't think I want a second forge. I think I just want a drone here. And an NG. I can get Wall, Tarsier... Forge? NG? Yes, that sounds legal. Wall Forge, Tarsier, NG. Okay, I like that. And then I can try to sell things back down with Drakes. But not before I get a second red for Smorkas. Oh! Opponent wants Ice Blades. Really? I thought this was about Drakes. They seem a little bit short of drones for this, right? Well, if I don't need a wall yet, I can get that second Flame Animus early. And this NG looks a little stupid, I guess. But I believe I want my Drake now. That seems... Well, opponent must be attacking, right? No, I think they're... Oh, they're getting all these ebbs because they want breach-proof drones for Ice Blades? I don't know. I mean, if I were just looking at this board state, would I guess Ice Blades, or was that because opponent put down an Animus, possibly to trick me, right? The double ebb is a little weird. It does sort of suggest Ice Blades, but they're not committed to it. They could go Drakes or something. Anyway, like Wall, Flame Animus, Tarsier seems fine next turn. Or Drake, click Tarsier. Drake click Rhino, maybe? Yeah, because I do want the Drake. And I don't really want to get it next turn when I have this like whole Smorkas business to deal with. And they're not clicking Drake, right? They really want all this blue for double Ice Blade. So I don't actually have to worry about them clicking the Drake. They're not going to do it. They threaten it, and so I need to be defended, but in actuality, they're just doing 2 damage here. Next turn, I'm clicking Drake, which is a breach if they double Ice Blade, so that's pretty nice. It's a breach for 1, in fact. And then I'm probably getting like Wall Tarsier or something to deal with their freeze and Drake threat. I'd like Wall Rhino, so I might actually be holding the Rhino. I don't know, but I mean, what are you gonna do? Hold 4 drones? Yeah, I'm holding the Rhino because they're killing 1 NG now, and next turn I need to keep the Rhino as something to defend with in case they freeze both NGs instead of freezing my walls. Ooh! They have enough to actually do this. I see. But you won't have enough drones left, will you? I hope not. I could kill the Animus, but I don't think that's the right idea. So they actually threaten to freeze 3, so like I'm not quite defended actually. This is defended. Man, I really want a Smorkas though. I have all this extra damage and I just can't use it. This red could be damaged, right, is what I mean. So if they freeze this, I assume they are actually clicking the Drakes here. 2, 3, 4, 5. And I really want to keep my Rhino also. I mean, I guess we're both in a bit of a pickle, huh? So this way I don't have to click my Drake to kill an Ice Blade if that's what I decide to do. Although probably I won't. I'll go for the Drake, it looks like. Since it's threatening so much damage. 4 Ice Blades I feel like I can cope with. I just need to get to the Drake. Although, like, I mean, I don't have 6 damage forever. If this Rhino dies, I'm in a bit of trouble. But if they can't add Ice Blades, and they're just doing 4 damage a turn, I don't need to keep adding defense, right? I'll just be fine. But this turn, I do have to keep adding defense, because they just added 2 Ice Blades, right? I think, I can make this the last time that happens. I don't know if it's really so great to kill the Animus, but... Anyway, so I breach for 4. Yeah, I have to click the Drake to do this. What if I... Well, clicking the Rhino is probably just as bad, right? If I click both, I can do this. They breached me for 4 here, which is like these guys. Uh-oh. That's a little scary. Alright, I do need to get to these Ice Blades somehow. They have 8 damage. Maybe I can leave the Animus alive and kill this. And they can just barely... Ah, then I can hold the Rhino. They can add 1 more Ice Blade. But... now they can freeze at most 2 Rhinos and a wall. That's 7. This defends. But I can't click any more Drakes. They could freeze 2 walls. I'm losing a Rhino. I still have 6 damage, but it's pretty scary to get more. Oh, and also they have Ebbs still, so I have to worry about that. But this is just like killing a wall per turn, right? And that's fine. I can build a wall per turn. I just have to get rid of the Ebbs. I can't build a wall per turn. Very funny. But a Rhino will do just as well, I believe. And they have exactly 6 income, so they can't build anything interesting this coming turn unless they want a wall. And I can't really stop them from getting a wall if that's what they want. They could freeze up to 7. Okay. Now they can freeze up to 8. This kills wall NG. But if they do that, I'm attacking for 2, 3, 5, 9. Well, probably I'm not doing that, but... Ugh. I really wish I could get a Smorkus, but it doesn't seem like I can. Ah! Smorkus, I didn't think about that as a follow-up for them. But this turn I can just kill an Ice Blade. And the Animus, actually, to neuter the Smorkus. Although maybe I shouldn't. So they have 4 damage and 6 freeze? Well, it's looking like I can't actually kill the Animus, huh? Six freeze. They're getting through for some stuff here. For 2. Ah, why do you do this to me? Alright, I think I need NGs. I could hold several drones instead, but I don't really see that ending in a win. I guess I should look at it. No, well, I'd have to click and then hold. That doesn't seem very good. I'm gonna lose. Oh, this is the worst. Well, no, I'm not. This is guaranteed no worse than a draw because my Drake is safe. So I can play around after this and try to find some way to make it a win. What would that look like? Also, these Engis are awful. Opponent has Ice Blades. Why did I do this? All right. So, the Drake is safe. Opponent's never building anything more than an Engineer. What do I have to do to get a win? Rhino now doesn't seem like the answer. I think I'll build a drone and an Engie. If he kills my drones, I get more attacks in with my Rhinos, and I can kill more Ice Blades to take off more pressure. And I have Ebb Turbine. Oh, yeah, I just win. Ebb Turbine's invincible. Ebb Turbine and Drake together. I could just float for many turns, eventually. Okay. I was thinking about making a golden drone, a permanent golden drone with Ebb and Drone, but this is a simpler proof of victory, is that they can never get above 3, and I have both attack and econ with 4 health. Whew. Alright. It seems like opponent's build didn't work out quite the way they wanted it to. Right? It was this turn that they wanted an Animus and then realized it wouldn't work. I don't know. I still think, like... Well, I never ended up getting my Smorkas, which I really did quite want. Opponent kind of pressured me off of it with this Ice Blade approach that surprised me. But with my big attacker turn here, I made their Ice Blades a lot less sustainable than I think they were hoping for. So my red came later than I would have liked, and as a result, I could never get the Smorkas. I could have skipped Ebb to get the second Flame Animus sooner, and then the Smorkas would have been somewhat more convenient, right? I could have bought it this turn, but I couldn't really. I needed all this tech, so I don't know. I think it would not have been... Or wait, it would have been how much sooner? Yeah, just 1 turn sooner. So, I don't know. I was surprised to see opponent click Drake buy Forge. I didn't think they had enough money to do that shenanigans. Because I didn't think they could afford to sell drones and keep up the Ice Blade thing. But they make a good point, which is that they don't have to keep it up if the first 4 kill me, as they almost did. So, ebbing away 2 drones at a time to keep this going just 1 turn longer in exchange, like, they have to, in order to click Drake, they have to make their Ice Blade thing last only 4 turns. But that might be a good trade-off on... sorry, 2 turns, 4 Ice Blades. That might be a good trade-off, though. As you saw, it was a tremendous amount of pressure. I'm glad I was able to get to the Drake so quickly, though. Like, it cost me all of my blue, which was a big bummer. Did I really shoot down that Animus? No, I backed this out, didn't I? Yeah. I just killed off the drones. Although, you know... Well... If I could take back just 1 damage and let him keep this drone, and I keep my Blast Forge, I'd be happy to. But the problem is, I needed to click my Drake to get to his Drake, and that was the most important thing. And then I had, like, a damage left over. I don't know. I could have, at this point, I suppose, unclicked Drake and clicked a Rhino, but I think that wasn't defending. Right? Like, opponent can actually freeze 6, which is a breach for my Rhino, or 7, which is a breach of my wall. Well, no. 3, 5, 6 is all they can do if they don't. If they freeze both walls, they get 6 freeze. And that's a breach. But I keep my walls. Or if they include Rhino, that looks like it's more freeze, but then they have to include NG or drone as well, and so it evens out. So either way, they get an exact breach if I try to do this. Ugh. I don't know. I mean, the advantage of this is that I can keep building walls. But the disadvantage is I lose a wall like an extra wall this turn. So I don't really think that's so great. Because like in the actual line, all they killed was a wall. Yeah, and I guess, so I was saying at this point that I could just build a wall every turn. But even if I had a Blast Forge, that would be incorrect. I can build a wall every turn, but I also need to be clicking some Rhinos on occasion, right? In order to get to the Ice Blades or whatever. I don't know, maybe it would have been better to hold 3 drones instead of building a Rhino. Because then I get to keep my wall, and that makes things a lot simpler for me, I think. I mean, I could look at it. Oh, it was on this turn, I guess. Actually, I only need to hold 2. Because not building the Rhino gives them less efficient freeze. So I can build an NG here. Or drone, since like I could ebb that drone away. I don't know. I'm going to be holding some drones next turn, so I might as well buy an NG, right? And here again, I'm like, I have too much attack. It stinks. But I don't want to click a Rhino to kill an Animus when they can't do much with that Animus. Or so I thought. Then they bought a Smorkus. So I don't know. Maybe I should have. But like now I get breached, right? So doesn't seem all that great. Just let the damage overflow happen. I could have done this, but then they just build another Ice Blade, so I think that was the wrong idea. And now, like, they can try this, and I lose 2 drones. And I imagine they get Smorkus still. Yeah. Alternatively, they could freeze wall. And then like this to make me lose drone Rhino. But they kind of want me to keep the Rhinos, don't they? So they can freeze more. So it might be something like this. I don't know. Now they have 5 attack and 8-ish freeze. I don't know, losing those drones feels pretty bad. But all I have to do is 8 damage next turn, right? And I get to the Smorkus and the Ice Blade. And then I get to the victory condition I had in the game. I can't do 8 damage. But I don't have to. I just have to kill 1 Ice Blade first, and then kill 1 Smorkus later, and I still get there. Right? No, because they can breach for the Drake if I let them in too soon. I don't know. They can still freeze for 5. Get in for 4? Is that right? Freeze 5. attack for 4 against 1 defense. Gets in for 3. They can't kill Ebb or Drake. Next turn, I kill Smorkus, and that's game over. Right. They do this, I suppose. I guess they would. God, could you stop breaching? Unfreeze. They would freeze differently. Like they would freeze like this to avoid having leftover damage. Might as well kill the Rhino instead of an Engie. But it doesn't matter because I get to the Smorkus and I get back to work rebuilding. I guess at this point I just float until I can build another wall or something. I'm not sure exactly what the rebuilding plan would be, but they're killing just 1 Engie per turn at this point, and I can replace that. Okay, I forget what line I started analyzing that led here. I think it was a different... different defense on the turn when I had a bunch of Rhinos lined up. I tried holding drones instead. Right here, or here. It also seems to win, but I'm not sure which was better. Anyway, an exciting and close game, showing that maybe I understand Ice Blades better than I thought, but probably not. I just built good things, and my opponent tried to build Ice Blades, and they're good, but I don't know. I still don't understand Ice Blades, but I'm glad I beat them. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.